any social media, and somebody else say, "Oh, I have a provider of this pasta," for example. Oh, it's the number. You could call that person. I don't know if you could get the concept about social capital, right? Is people that could help you with something, right? I can see that you say, hmm. I think that the topic is clear, right? Okay.
Teacher, if for
Yes.
example also someone can
Hmm. Yes. Yes.
advice.
Yes. That's
Okay,
like mentor in business life. That's it's called
okay,
mentor. People could give you an advice about your profession and could help
okay,
you giving an advice or teaching something new, right?
okay.
That's part of your social capital. We're going to see two slides that. Okay. And now we have a clear idea about what's social capital. And now we're going to see how to build your network, right? Okay. There are two main ways to create your network. Okay. Online, follow important people, follow industry leaders on Instagram, LinkedIn, or X, right? In social media, you need to follow these people to learn about them. Or join groups related to gastronomy or tourism or your profession, right? Always you could find groups on LinkedIn or even in Facebook. You could find groups where you could share knowledge or exchange with other people, right? And that's important because when you exchange knowledge, you show that you are prepared, right? That you are ready for your profession, right? And share your own work, like photos of your dish, of your tourist roads, or videos from tours. Always try to share what you do and how you do it, because it's it's important what you do, but it's most important how you do, right? That's the different part of your profession, right? And offline, you can attend food festivals, conference, workshops, be volunteer at local events, introduce yourself, and exchange contacts. Always, you have to be in events, in Congress, always to meet new people and to learn about them. For example, I remember sometimes at the Parque de la 93, I could see some fairs about local business. Still do this at Bogota? Yes.
Yes,
For example, you could go to these events to meet new people from your tourism or another business that you could help, because there are always tourists, right? And you could go and just, oh, I am touristic guy. I could help you, right? You need to be where the people is, right? Where your clients be, right? That's the important of to build. That's also how we could build our social capital, our network, right? Okay. And the action is offer help and value fears, right? For example, if you meet a hotel manager, you could share an interesting article about hospitality and trends. Why? What is the meaning of this? The people need to know what do you know, right? This, for example, in this example, this builds trust and show your genuinely interest, right? That's the reason for you have to share knowledge, right? Okay. Any question?
No, teacher.
No. Okay. Everything's clear? Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Let's go for the exam. No, it's joke. Okay. Okay. Keep going. Okay. And now we're going to talk about your professional narrative. Okay. It's the story you tell about yourself, right? It should be consistent across platforms, your CV, LinkedIn interviews, and even casual conversation. You always need to have the same message everywhere, right? As I say before, your CV, LinkedIn interviews, and even casual conversation. If you say, "Oh, I am the best chef from comida, no sé, from La Costa," or you need to say in every platform same message, right? I am the best chef from comida from La Costa, right? For example, if your goal is to promote ecotourism, your story should reflect that in your past projects, right? Your current work and your future plans, always the same. And past, present, and future, the same message. I promote ecotourism, right? Maybe you studied sustainability, volunteer in conservation projects, and now lead green tours. Another important point is that a strong narrative connects your experience and shows a clear direction, right? It helps people understand not only what you have done, but who you are and where you are going. Okay, what do you want to do and where you are going, right? For example, as you can see at the slide, is my goal is to share the true flavors of my country. That's your objective, right? That's what you want to do. Yeah, and that's what do you need to show everywhere in all platforms, all the ways. Your CV, LinkedIn interviews, and how I say, even casual conversation. Oh, what do you do? Oh, well, I am chef, and my goal is to share the true flavors of my country, right? Always be clear and concise, right? And now we're going to see a little video. Let me see where's the video. It's on the okay. From
People think social networks is a new idea, a new thing to study. And in fact, anthropologists started talking about social networks probably in the 1930s, and mathematicians were talking about them in the 1950s, and sociologists started picking up on social networks in the 1960s. So I wanted to do a dissertation that showed how interesting and important social networks were. It seemed to me that one of the biggest sources of inequality in our society, in almost any modern industrial society, is differences in the rewards to different jobs people have. So if you could show that people found their jobs through social networks, then that would mean that social networks were a big part of where inequality is coming from. And instead of studying, as I wanted to, men and women and blue-collar and white-collar workers, I only studied male professional, technical, and managerial workers because that was manageable and it was already as many people as I could possibly handle. Professional, technical, and managerial workers are what we might call higher white-collar workers, doctors and lawyers and teachers and professors and managers and engineers and scientists and people who do technical work. So I found directories for the city of Newton, and from these directories, I chose a sample of people who had recently changed from one job to another. Almost every single person either let me into their house and was interviewed right on the spot, or said, well, you know, we're in the middle of dinner or something, but come back on Saturday. So I ended up with 100 people who fit the sample criteria that they'd changed jobs recently. And then once I had interviewed those people and had some sense of what was going on, then I could write a survey instrument that I mailed out to another couple of hundred people, and I got 182 of those back. A lot of times when people would tell me that they found their job through someone they knew, I would say to them, oh, so you found the job through a friend. And over again, people would correct me and say, no, not a friend, just an acquaintance, just an acquaintance. When you hang around with your best friends, they tend to know each other, and you form a clique with them. and their best friends are kind of the same as your best friends. So if you want new information, if you want to be clued in on the latest styles or trends or information, then you ought to go to your weak ties, your seventh and eighth best friends. They're in different circles from your circle, and they connect you to those other circles. In a sense, they are your windows on the world. Most of the people who change jobs in my study were changing them voluntarily. So that almost never happens unless people think the new job is a better job. So if they really wanted information about new jobs, about jobs they weren't going to hear about any other way, they were finding it through acquaintances and not through their close friends. The majority of these workers had found their jobs through personal contacts. It was 56%. And what was really interesting to me was that more than 3/4, just a bit more than 75% of those in the highest income categories had found their jobs through personal contacts. So this effect was much stronger among people who were at the top of the stratification hierarchy. So this meant to me that social networks were particularly important in channeling people into the best jobs that the economy had to offer. It turned out that people who had been in one job for a very long time, in a place where other people had been in a job for a very long time, had a lot of trouble changing jobs when they had to, because they just didn't know people in other companies. People, on the other hand, at the bottom end, who would change their job every few months, they weren't in those jobs long enough to really make contacts that mattered. The people whose average job tenures was 2 to 5 years were more likely to find new jobs through weak ties than people whose average job tenure was very long or very short. Employers prefer to hire through social networks. They trust the information better about people that they're going to hire. And that's why they go through current employees. People use the internet for job searches. We have LinkedIn. We have all kinds of services. And so people may wonder, how can any of this still be relevant? People will still continue to trust people they know better to find out about places they might work and about employees they might hire than they will some impersonal source that is online. But one of the consequences of that is that if there is a group that has very poor representation in an occupation or in some sector of the labor market, then it's going to be hard for that group to break in. One way that social policy can be efficient, as well as not just effective, but even efficient, is if it makes use of natural social network processes that people are going to engage in anyway. So if white males can use social networks to bring more white males into their firms or into their industries, into their professions, then they have an unfair advantage. Because if there are no such people who are black or Asian or some other ethnic or racial group who are already in the company, then there is a disadvantage there that has nothing to do with qualifications and that just has to do with the history of why those people aren't in there in the first place. Affirmative action can prime the pump by putting a small number, however many people, into that segment of the labor market who are in this underrepresented group. And once those people are there, they can then do what comes naturally to them, which is to bring the people they know into the company in the way that everyone else does.
Okay, come back to the presentation. So, somebody want to share about the video? You?
Actually, I'm kind of surprised. Like they start with a social network in 1930. It was a big surprise for me.
Okay. And let advance. Okay, thank you, McNorris. Strong GT. Okay. Now we're going to talk about Strong's G&T brands, gastronomy and tourism, right? Okay, examples of Strong's G&T brands. The innovative chefs, for example, known for new techniques, show clean and beautiful plates, right? And the sustainable tour guide, known for ethical, sorry, the mistake here, local experience and shares pictures of nature, right? It's how you could manage your brand, right? Your professional brand on social media or in professional websites, for example, LinkedIn, right? It's very important to share what you do and how you do, right? Both of these professionals are clear about what they stand for, right? They share their knowledge, their values, and their personality, right? Right? That's how you build a brand that people remember and trust. Okay, and now we're going to talk about GNT branding tips, right? Uh, sorry. A quick but important point is the online branding, right? In today's digital world, your online presence is often the first impression you make. Do you remember the last class we talked about your uh, professional brand and your profile on LinkedIn? Okay, LinkedIn is also important for your online branding, right? Uh, we talk about digital work and your online presence. It's important to be here because here you could find opportunities for collaboration, for a new job. That's the main reason. And on this website, you need to, or in any platform, you need to use keywords that reflect your brand, like passion, innovation, sustainable experience. And it's also important to share visual content, photos, videos, testimonials from clients, right? Be active, be authentic, and be consistent, right? If you are a chef, your Instagram and your LinkedIn should make people hungry, right? If you are a tour guide, your post should make people want to travel. You need to post something that I say, oh, I want to go to see birds at Bogota, or I want to go to walk around uh, Bogota, right? Your online profile is your digital business card. Okay, make it count. Make the people love your job. Make people love what do you do, right? And you could do this with your professional brand on your profile on social media, right? Okay, and let's practice. Okay, do you remember you did the UVP? Okay, now we're going to do a business professional canvas. Okay, we're going to write our UVP and list 3 skills and 3 values, right? And write your professional story. Okay, if you don't have access to the QR, I'm going to share the link on the chat. Okay. Okay, activities. Okay. Okay, I sent the activity on the chat. And you also have access with a QR code if you want to use. Oh, sorry. Okay, at first define your UVP, list 3 skills and 3 values, and write your professional story. Right? Okay, we have 20 minutes to this activity. Somebody have a question?
No,
Okay.
teacher.
Okay, don't worry. You're going to write the 3 points and later you will share with class, right?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, 20 minutes, start now.
Miss Sure. Find your professional value. Mayor professional. Me, View.
Okay. What about your practice? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Teacher, one moment, please.
No yet, yes.
A minute, please.
5 minutes.
Oh, five is too much because we have to share it with the friends here in class and we have to explain the homework.
But
3 minutes, right?
Make it clear. It's
Okay, we are ready. Who wants to share your practice with the class? Lorena, welcome.
Hi, teacher.
Hi.
The 3 steps or just the last one?
The 3 steps.
Okay. Let's start. First step. I help people enjoy delicious and inclusive desserts that care for their health and celebrate Colombia's culture diversity, connecting wellness, flavor, and tradition in every bite.
Right.
Step 2. Creation of gluten-free and sugar-free desserts. Suitable for diabetics and people with food sensitivities. Knowledge of natural ingredients, alternative flours, and sweeteners for balanced and healthy recipes. Integration of Colombian regional flavors and culture stories into desserts concepts. My 3 essential values are creativity, designing innovate and beautiful desserts and blend health and pleasure. Empathy, understanding diverse dietary needs to make everyone feel included. And cultural pride, honoring Colombian culinary roots and transforming them into modern conscious creations. And the last one, my professional story is I am a gastronomy enthusiast passionate about creating healthy, delicious, and inclusive desserts that reflect the flavor and stories of Colombia. My recipes are designed for everyone, including people with diabetes or select conditions, combining natural ingredients, creativity, and cultural inspiration. I believe every dessert can be a bridge that connects health, emotions, and Colombian traditions.
Thank you, Lorena. Good job. Congratulations.
Thank
Okay, somebody else want to share? You.
Ay. Probably I try.
Okay, Sandra. Sandra
Give me a
and
second. Yes. I like to transform people's concept of social and environmental responsibility through play and environmental education. My skills and values. The essential values are I have the skill to teach through pedagogical games. I provided focused attention for birdwatching beginners. I teach about responsible pet ownership without scolding.
great.
And the other skills are community tourism, and I am an specialist in birdwatching tourism. My principal attitudes are kindness, responsibility, and social empathy. Empathy. I don't know how can I pronounce. I am, but the mention about my profession, my story. I am Sandra Lopez. I am a tour guide, and I have a travel agency called Aves Capital, specializing in bird watching beginners. We offer bird watching instructions, and also we make crafts, handmade birds earring for sale. I would like to participate in a national or international service fair, and that's all.
Thank you, Sandra.
Okay.
Okay, Luz, you're next.
Okay, teacher, I'm tried. I like manage at the hotel. I know what exactly the people feel good for their need at the hotel. I know the knowledge how to impact the people and come back. I have also an excellent team workers. I know the responsibilities of each one and qualities to attend the new clients, like I forgot. Okay, rooms, cleaning rooms, everything okay for the clients. And I have more than 7 years, like a managed hotel. I have many experience with travelers, and I really know what they need and how I can help them, and how I can help many situations and solve anything or something new happen. Our challenge in the hotel is that people feel happy with our an excellent service and come back again. And they can recommend our service for new clients.
Okay, Luz, that's good job, but you need to have a something clear. You need to talk about yourself, right? More than about the hotel or your partners, right? It's very
Okay,
important. What do you offer? Yeah, it's about
okay,
you, just you, right?
okay.
Okay,
Next
thank
time.
you. Okay, don't worry, it's okay. Thank you, Luz. Okay, Esperanza.
Thank you, teacher. PBU. I will change your vision about Bogota with the incredible places in the city that those who were born here don't know. Skills, knowledge of amazing places, tourist guide bilingual in different languages, significant experience in opposite place. We offer the different experience for life the city. Kindness with the tourists, listen your needs and tastes, ability to interact with diverse, I don't know how do you pronounce, diverse age, people's origins and vital difference cultural. My professional history. I am dreamy person. I love so much speak with people and to know new places. The place, in my opinion, the places offer experience and new point of view for the person that contribute for its chain of life. My experience has been in the social area, and now I investigate the ancestral practice in our country about the native. This is led me to the tourist world. I would like to travel first by my country and around the world too. I study English for the tourist guide, and I show the most beautiful places for the Bogotanos and foreigners. No more, teacher.
Good job, Esperanza. Thank you. Angie?
My PBU, I help clothing shops make good quality clothes and finish orders on time. My hard skills are sewing clothes, cutting fabric, making patterns. My soft skills are responsibility, teamwork, quality at work.
Okay.
I make clothes with care and quality. I can sew good fabric and organize my work to finish on time. I like to work with others and always do my best to make every product look good. And no more, teacher.
Thank you. And Paola?
Well, the PVU, I wrote the same that I sent in the chat. It was the same idea, right?
Okay.
So it is, I'm looking for my tourist opportunities that generate significant economic benefits for the company or a city. About the technical skills and essential values. I recently gained a certification in incentive travel, and I have skills in both English and French. About values, the principle and attitudes. Okay. I'm reliable. I fulfill the commitments I have made with a customer and a company. I pay attention to details from sending a proposal to planning and receiving a tourist group, and I'm creative. And the last step, write your professional story. I'm passionate about the journeys that inspire, the communities that grow with the endless possibilities that tourists offer for our country. I use my expertise in meeting tourists and language skills to look for new business opportunity. My creativity and reliability allows me to exceed customer expectations.
Okay. Thank you,
That's
Paola. And now we go with, where is, oh, it's no more here. Okay, Sophia, please, just the point 3.
Only the number 3.
Yes, because we have a short time to explain the homework. Sorry.
Okay. I am tourist student who enjoys learning languages and working with people. With my basic skills in Italian, English, and French, I can assist travelers and provide clear communication. My patience, responsibility, and my adaptability help me offer a positive and welcoming experience to every guest.
Thank you, Sophia. Nice job. Nice job. Okay, Luz, tell me.
Teacher, please, ¿cómo es el nombre de este workshop? Para,
Para la lista,
sí, señor.
professional brand. Sí, professional brand.
Tools, algo.
No.
Ay, yo lo
And
escribí.
social.
And
something
social
like that.
capital, sí,
Social
professional
capital.
brand and social capital.
Ay, yo creo que lo marqué mal. Is there any problem if si uno lo marca mal? Ay, ya lo envié. ¿Vuelvo y lo hago?
Intente hacerlo nuevamente.
Professional brand and what?
Social capital.
Social capital. Okay, teacher. Thank you. Social capital.
Okay. And now we're going to talk about homework, right? Let me share the homework link. Where is the homework? Okay. Okay, let me see. Okay, I sent if you don't have access to the QR, you could check the link on the chat. Okay, your professional brand and your professional network. The homework is going to be split in two parts. Okay, the first, my unique value proposition, UVP, right? One short sentence that says your main skill, your target sector or job, the impact or result you create. For example, I use my creativity for restaurants management to design menus that reduce waste and improve guest experience. As you did it before, you have done. Okay, but you also have to write this on the Word document or PDF document and send it to the Q10. And the second part is 30, 60, 10 relationships map. Make a list of 30 real contacts and complete the table, right? Peers, 60%, classmates, colleagues, same level, right? Influencers, 30%, sorry, mentors or experts in your field. And sponsors, 10%, manager or people with power to recommend you for each contact, right? Name and role, right? Okay. Any question about the homework?
Yes,
You,
teacher.
yes, Laura?
What happens if I don't know that amount of people? I mean, 13 for me, it is a lot of people. I don't know that count of people.
Oh, but that's the point that you have to meet new people for your professional environment, right? You need to make new contacts at the professional world, right?
Yes, I understand, but I am not really a social person, so I don't like to know too much people. I am just a person that like to be in a queue, for example. I don't like to spam to a lot of contacts, so I don't have too much people.
Well, but for professional life, you need to make contacts, right? That's
But in the case of the homework, what can I do?
about
it can be just find out some restaurants or something like that. It doesn't have to be for real or should be for real.
Because in the homework say that it has to be real, 30 real contacts. Maybe I can put, I don't know, 15.
But I don't check the homework. So that's that business is with your main teacher. For example, I just sent the homework and the main teacher of the program say, okay, it's okay or it's not okay, right? So
Okay.
I could say, oh, just write 20 contacts or 10 contacts, but I don't know if the main teacher would say, oh, it's not okay, right? So that's the problem.
Okay, you understand.
Teacher, I'm sorry, but I didn't find the nombre del workshop because it's like a tool, but in the second part, en la segunda parte, hay algo de tools, de herramientas, pero no lo que usted me dijo. I'm sorry, I didn't find it. Yo tengo la letra E, no sé si sea esa la que haya que escoger, la que tenga.
Uy, ahí sí, déjenme ver.
Porque no dice nada de lo que el profesor me mencionó, no,
But I did without problem. You choose gastronomy and tourism?
sí, pero en la segunda parte de la encuesta, en la segunda. O sea, hay dos formas que hay que llenar. La primera está bien, pero la segunda no sé en dónde escoger. Yo escogí la E, pero no encontré lo que el profesor me acaba de decir. No sé cuál es esa. Acá la E.
Uy, ahí sí.
Ay, no.
Let me give me 1 second.
¿Cómo así la de luz?
Dice algo de tools.
¿No puedes compartir pantalla y te ayudamos?
¿Le puedes repetir el nombre de la clase de hoy?
Sí, eso es lo que...
Professional
Ay,
brand and social capital es el tema de hoy.
Professional brand.
Social capital.
Pero ese es para el primer, para el primer formato y para el segundo.
Es que no hay dos, Luz.
Sí, sí hay dos.
Uno es para asistencia y el otro es para evaluación. El nombre del taller lo encuentras en los dos, sino que están en diferente orden. Entonces tienes que bajar y lo encuentras un poquito más abajo de ese menú, ¿no?
Ah,
Del menú del
professional,
nombre de los
okay.
talleres.
I found
Yeah,
professional brand.
and social capital.
Okay, thank you. I find it. Thank you
Okay.
so much. Thank you.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
ladies. Thank you.
What is the name of the teacher?
The teacher we have during the week, Aida.
Yes. Okay. Any question about homework?
no, teacher.
No.
No, teacher. It's
Okay.
clear.
Okay. It's clear. Remember that you have to send the homework to the Q10 until next Thursday, right?
Okay,
You have,
teacher.
Okay.
you have 1 week to do the homework. Please be studying on the weekend. Don't be partying, just study.
Thank you,
Okay.
teacher.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Thank
Bye.
you.
Teacher,
teacher.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye,
my,
teacher. Thank you.
my parents visit Guayaquil. the
Recording
next
stopped.
Welcome.
week. Bye. See you.
Bye-bye.
Nice
Bye.
weekend, ladies. Thank you so much.